Good afternoon, it's Brandon Devich from i3D Themes with this week's Interactive, where we share what we are passionate about and what we work on in the i3D Themes Design and Code Labs. So, I tell you, we've got some really exciting things coming to you over the next few weeks if you have a WordPress site and you just want it to run faster. In the Design Lab, Colin has not been doing much designing this week. In his mad rush to get everything done this week so that he can take a week's worth of vacation, best laid plans, right? Flood of requests have come in this week. So whether or not he takes next week off or the week following, we're not quite sure. We'll see how what he gets done in the next an hour and a half or so. In any case, you know, he's been very busy this week. Content transfers, concierge website management, requests, and all sorts of things that weren't related to the design of his new template. But that's coming as soon as he gets a chance. He'll be working on that some more. As I said last time, I had a chance to look at it. The concept looks fantastic. It's going to look really very awesome. In the Code Lab this week, very productive. Very productive. We had hoped that by the end of today that we would be at a point where we would say that the feature set for the Accelerator WordPress plugin was complete. And in fact, at about 6 o'clock this morning, I hit save and said, that's it. Yeah, I get up a little early. I code best early in the morning. In any case, that feature set is now complete, and happy to say that we're going to move on to the next phase of getting this thing ready for you. That's going to involve getting the framework ready for beta testers, as well as getting the reservation system up and running. And yes, we are doing reservations. The reason we're doing that is that we want to bring this on not slowly necessarily, but appropriately, and with the setup that, although it doesn't take any setup, really, you just turn it on. We want to make sure that we manage it on everybody's different site, because WordPress, the great beast that it is, that it's so powerful and functional. It allows for so many different plugins. We want to make sure that it works with everybody's plugins, and so we're going to be taking it on step by step by step by step. But once you get it online, it's incredible. If you've ever tried to optimize a website for speed, like a standard website for speed, implementing all the things that Google recommends, you know that it's a technically extremely difficult thing to do. It's not impossible, but it's technically difficult to do. Well, when you try to do that to WordPress, because of how WordPress is constructed and when the code gets injected and the plugins and all that kind of stuff, it's like 10 times as difficult. But I know a secret. Figured out how to do it all automatically. And so the benefits are this plugin basically just makes your website load fast, super fast. It is going to give you higher page speed scores, and compared to other WordPress websites, it's just going to be faster. So if your competition is not going to have all this done to it, you're going to have a leg up. And so when it comes to optimizing a website for search marketing and search optimization, the most important things, of course, are making sure that your keywords are all in place and your page titles and your content. That's key. But beyond that, speed and the loading of your web page is the next most important thing. It's even more important than the title tags on your page. It's even more important than making sure your website is encrypted with HTTPS. There's a fantastic resource that was released a month or so ago from Search Engine Land called the SEO periodic table, or something along that. Just go to Search Engine Land and type in SEO periodic table, and you'll see it's basically they pulled a whole bunch of search optimization experts and said, what is the most important thing that you feel is going on right now based upon all of your knowledge, and then they plotted it all out, and they have on-page factors and off-page factors, and they rank the most important things by plus 3 points, plus 2 points, plus 1 point, and those things that can take away from your search ranking as minus points and that sort of thing. And the speed of your website is a +2. So you want to make sure that that is absolutely something that is looked after. Now, here's the thing, is that it's not an easy thing to do, but if you know a way to do it, such as a plugin that will do it all for you, and your competition and the people that you're vying for, you know, a spot in Google, and they aren't doing it, you're going to have an advantage. In any case, we've been working on that. We're getting the reservation system ready so that you can get yourself on that list. And over the next couple of weeks, we're also going to be releasing some very important information, very awesome information about the perks that we're going to be giving this first group of people that are reserving. We've tentatively called it the Founders Club. I'd heard that term used with something else before and thought it was kind of cool, but we might be retweaking that in the next week or so. But we'll also be releasing some of the really awesome information about how it's going to help you and some of the additional perks that you're going to get by being in this select group of people that sign on to this at the get-go. So that's what's been keeping us busy here, me. And that's actually, you know, I do a lot of talking about what I've been working on here because Colin doesn't do these videos. Occasionally he'll join me for a video as a cameo. But he actually does a lot of work to not necessarily protect, but yeah, he protects me from a lot of the, like, he'll be first on the calls, on the phone calls. He'll be trying to answer any support requests that tend to land in my area of expertise, but he will attempt to field them or filter them or you know, deal with them ahead of me, if at all possible, just so that I can get more development time in. And so while he's not doing the active development on this plugin, without him doing all that stuff, it would never get done. Just wouldn't get done. So hopefully he will be able to take a week's vacation, in which case you may be getting me on the phones. I used to refer to myself as the ogre or the troll in the corner that nobody ever had answer the phone because you know, I never answered the phone. It was always the people that were very pleasant to deal with on the phone. But you know, you may end up getting me next week. Hopefully I'll be able to help you if you call in, or if you have any support questions, hopefully I'll be able to help you with that as well. Anyways, hope you've had a very fantastic and productive and exciting and happy week, and that your weekend ahead, you have some great plans, and we'll talk to you again next week. If there's any questions you have about any of the products or services or anything that we've been working on here, please by all means add a comment below this video. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.